Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK, I'll be your caster and cameraman for today, and I am not running solo. Once again, I'm running with Nine How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, MK. We've got quite a patriotic match here today. The actual NA versus NA matchup here at the NA ReBooT tournament. This was rare to see. There weren't that many NA teams that were signed up. Um, Once everything, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's great to have NA representation. I wasn't expecting to have an NA versus NA matchup, especially not one as prolific as this here with AI generated versus NA's Last Hope, aka Cronus. This is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, it definitely is. Not only is it going to be interesting because we have all NA, but not only that, but if you look, we have a very late tank at 83%, which means they have to go down the alley. This could get a team caught off guard if they get stuck in that alley while trying to retreat to safer area to fight this tank. Let's see what happens. But opening attack goes in right away. Look at this charger. Oh, that would have been close. No, he missed his B-hops. That might have been close. But a 2.2 comes out. Not much, but damage is on the board.
I mean, just pulling out the ridiculousness from the onset here. Adjusting the elephant in the room, we do have Adam in the server. He is ringing for NA's Last Hope. We have a ringer for AI generated as well, I believe. So no big deal there, but it is cool to have Adam in a tournament match. We do, like you said, have that late tank. They have to really go like all the way here. Hunter, Jockey, Charger, Boom. No spit, but they've got some heavy hitting SIs. Lobster is the Charger, and he's also the tank. So we're going to see him come in. He does connect, but he doesn't land with the wall, and he disappears. But the most important part, of course, the quad. Quad Boom.
That is a sick quad boom. The charger was, everything was really good there for the infected, but the clearing was great by the survivors. And it does look like the first tank of the game. Lobster wants to probably commit on a run back here. I don't know if they're wary that he's there. Is he going? And he chooses not to. Interesting. No, he doesn't go in there. He has some comments. Oh, there's a lot of comments in the back now. Look at that. There's at least a dozen in tow. Lobster is already going in. His support full sends right away. Hunter gets skeeted. Smoker does land. Tank covers it instead of goes in. The commons are now in the mix. Lobster gets an in cap and decommits with about 1300 HP down to 1920. And that was crazy. The Smoker's actually still alive in the safe room. No one's hunting it down. They get the pickup. Lobster Fat goes in. Misses his punch and then dies off. And that is a dead tank for AI generated. And all that looked kind of hectic at first, but what a ski coming out on the Hunter. And I believe it would have been much worse if that didn't happen.
Yeah, the smoke was good. We've been seeing those smokes be quite effective. But with the way that, well, we got to kind of hold on because this is last chance hit territory, and it is a poo 2. You know, about 800 points here, the 750 on Chapter 1 of the Parish. Got some work to do. Boom comes out onto 1. Smoke is good. Jockey taking the 1v1 inside against Rowe, and he wins in the split. In the split from the team is Traps here. He is going to have to pop the pills even just to make sure that they walk it in. And that is quite the poo 2 to finish off the round.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to take care of my dog for a minute. He was wilding
You
out,
good?
so I apologize for the AFK momentarily.
You missed it. You missed it. It was a poo 2. It was, you know, ideally the easiest hit to deal with in the game, but in his Last Hope, they just get a little bit overzealous. And they get split up. Kind of surprising. This match has been all over the place so far. Interested to see how aggressive NA's Last Hope is going to take this on their SI side.
see what they do now. Remember how close that death charge was? I think it was a B-hop away of landing, and they full send it again. The charger doesn't land, gets a fifth. 2, I think. 1 didn't count. So 15 damage on the board, a little bit more than the other side, so I guess you could say that NA's hope is out on top by 1%.
Single percent. We'll see if that changes with the tank. Going to be in the hands of Null, but again, this is the late tank. It's kind of rare to see a tank this late, and like we saw Lobster have that opportunity to try to go for a cutoff. SIs are coming up. In the end, he didn't do it, but the option is quite possibly going to be there for NA's Last Hope as well.
I wish we could get a $5 beer right now.
Oh man, the question is, where do they want to end this? SI are a little undecided, it would seem. And they don't have the charger as the other side either, so this is a little bit different for NA's Last Hope. There goes the pull forward. Nothing else really goes. Null is the tank as well, so the smoker can be fodder here. Oh, they go for it. The jockey gets melted. The hunter does cover. The boomer goes in the back. No boom. All right, so Null, the first tank of the game for NA's finest, is going to be able to get in position, but they will not have any commons to assist as AI generated had, and this should be a clean run back as Null has no desire to go over there and commit right away now.
I mean, I think that NA's Last Hope, definitely the favorites. I didn't see what the bets were for this match, but I would assume heavy favorites. But AI generated really impressing me so far. Jockey does land, and they've got some heavy hitters on this team as well. Of course, Lobster, I believe, the helm of this team. We'll see how AI generated holds against this tank. They do avoid disaster there with the hit coming in, but in the end, doesn't culminate into too much. They've got a lot of bonus left. Chapter 1 is pretty chill, of course. You know, even with 91% of the bonus, they would max out at about 900 points for the chapter. But still, good place to get some early momentum. Null, gonna have to go in shortly. Trap still 5 seconds left on the respawn, but no big deal. Jockey, Smoker, Hunter. Hunter immediately spawns in, popping around. Survivors start going back. Rochelle gets smacked a third time. They split 3-1 at this point, leaving Rochelle on the final hit. Tank going for the decommit, but actually decides to go back in now. And now the SIs are all dead, save for the Smoker, and Null is going to go down as well. I feel like that was a pretty sick decommit moment, but wasn't really on the same page with the rest of his team. And that doubly hurts because when he's going one way and the team's pulling him the other way, that makes it even, less attractive of an offer. And this is going to be AI generated, possibly winning the round.
It definitely is possible. I think I agree too. It was a little confusing. I thought the tank might have just stayed there and babysit the in-cap and make the survivors make a play on it, but decides to commit it. All the SI kind of went staggered, so he wasn't really able to get much but a smack or two at the end. But right now, it is AI generated ahead, and this attack in the alley is going to determine who's going to win. The Hunter and the Charger come in. Here comes the Charger in the back. The Charger lands. Oh, it doesn't get cleared. The Hunter's still flying around.
Oh my.
Eventually gets skated. So it looks like we're going to have a tie if no more damage goes out. So it's either going to be a tie or it's going to be a win for NA's finest. We'll have to see what happens here now, because there's no more hits. I don't even think Traps will be able to get in position. And now it's going to come down to a 15-point tiebreaker, I think, which is very rare. The tiebreakers are worth a pill bonus. For those that wanted to know.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
And tiebreaker doesn't. Okay, never mind. I take it back. There is no tiebreaker anymore. What do I know? I've only been playing this game for 15 plus years. But,
I feel like the survivor play, and barring the tank, keep in mind the pings that we're playing on here. I do think we saw a little bit stronger survivor play on low ping from, say, Judgment versus Scepter 4 last night, able to clear those long charges with such efficiency and so frequently. Whereas we did see that long charge able to land into the spit as well, ultimately not dealing a ton of damage, but we'll see if the survivors can be a little bit more effective in this low ping situation, which does skew us towards that survivor side of play a little bit. Let's see it. Hunter Jockey with the spit boom.
Reloading.
Hunter behind the white van. Jockey giving the audio cues up top. But, of course, a distraction for the Hunter. They're not looking at the Hunter, but he doesn't land. Hunt spit no good. They still managed to get 3% worth. And that'll be that.
Yeah, look at the even spread. The Charger got one hit, and there was one Boomer slap. The rest is friendly fire, or common damage. So it looks like 2 survivors got hit by a common, 1 Boomer onto punch onto Coach, and then of course
Hey, I'm reloading.
Adam doing the rest of the damage. But that is the first attack down, and great movement by AI generated. I guess the AI director decided they'll go first, do the tie. I guess it just randomly chooses. I'm not really sure where that goes, but
Wow, the AI bias. That's
Right?
kind of, wow, what a 2025 problem.
And look at this.
Interesting.
Not only that and all, but we got an 82% tank spawn, so we're going very late tanks in this match so far with map 1 and 2. This one having a much more different outcome than the first chapter, of course, to this being an event tank. But this is a late tank percentage and all, so we absolutely could see the team just push forward and turn this button off, which would mean you'll have a small trickle of commons during this tank commit.
Yeah, it's going to be a very common heavy chapter regardless with this tank. But they've got a quad in the alleyway, and Cronus has just been holding this. In his last hope, they've just been holding it. They had it up around gazebo area, but obviously pretty valuable hit. Not exactly what you want at the alleyway, and they are going to be patient. Continue to wait this out. No back spawns, really. They're just going to rock it in. Oh my! Oh, 4 of them landing that jockey. I don't know what happened there with Nicholas, but he just was not able to get the clears. He loses that eventual 1v1 with the jockey, and what an incredible moment for NA's last hope. Getting the quad with a ringer.
Yeah, that is going to be a wipeout on into AI generated, accumulating 835 points for 2 chapters, but NA's finest shows how the finest hit lands, and that is a wipe coming out. No tank needed, no event needed, they say. And now they're going to flip it over to AI generated to go on to infected, but what a style points coming out here by NA's finest, saying this is our cup and we're going to come and we're going to take it, and we're going to do it in this kind of fashion.
Absolutely. In Ace Last Hope, they don't have that many actual finishes, right? But they perform really well. They typically, their win-loss very high through tournaments. So definitely flexing. See if AI Generated can bounce back, because they really didn't look bad. They did walk right into that quad. Hit is out from them. And you can see they're definitely in their heads a bit as the Boom gets rushed down. Boom dies first in the rotation. No damage at all found. Jockey goes in next, trickling in SIs. It just doesn't work for AI Generated at all whatsoever.
And if you notice, the Boomer died first, so it's 2-2 incoming. I don't know if it's a good one. At least they got the Charger to assist with the Smoker to assist with the charge. That looks like the most value they're going to get here. I don't see them holding on any longer. It looks like they want to try to pull one of these guys forward into a Charger. Oh, they have them separated, and almost well executed, but the Charger got blasted. And the damage comes out, but not a lot with a 2-boom at the end. And right now, AI generated infected. Had the right idea there with the second hit, just not able to get it to land.
Traps has been having a really aggressive 2 chapters on the Survivor side. And although that can come back to bite you from time to time, of course, it's really good to see an aggressive player just pushing the issue. He gets the charge right where he wants him, able to avoid the rest of the damage with the team backing him up. They're all on board with the playstyle. This hit, though, I wonder how on board they are. I mean, the damage doesn't really come out because AI generated misses, but that was a massive split. Right as I'm praising NA's Last Hope, they kind of just split massively, but they win their 1v1, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you're right about Traps. He is definitely way ahead out of the team, and there is no problem with
Yeah.
He's setting the pace, and due to attacks being down and Electra coming up, and he regroups with the team, so he's playing pretty well right now with this Survivor. But spawns are coming up, and they need to get some damage in with this before tank. This is their last opportunity for damage. They do have a Survivor, still 5 punches. Everybody else is 4. So we'll see what they could do. Or actually, no, if they don't go for damage here, they can protect the button. Tank's going to have to commit right away if he wants commons. And they're going to go in. They're full send. Smoker lands. Charger became the tank, I believe. Spit goes out. A little free spit damage. Okay, everybody's now 4 punches. There's a couple of comments. Tank's making his way over. And it is Boom Slang for Team AI Generated. And now at this rate... Oh, he just killed like 4 comments with that rock. I don't know if you noticed that, but...
Yeah.
If he doesn't start going in soon, he's not going to be able to commit with commons. And it looks like that time has already come.
Right.
But... if he transitions over here and gets on top of them without paying for it, this will be a good play. But his SI is going, and that's what he's going to go for. Charger lands. Boomer successful.
Oh.
Tank gets to high ground with good HP. Only a shotgun was shooting him. He could move over right now. It's pretty clear, but he's not doing it. He should make the move. Boom Slang doesn't want to. He's going to throw a rock. Oh, man, no, I think he should go here. I really do. Okay, the comments have calmed down. I don't know, no. I think I would have liked to move over there. Just me.
And he must just be happy to keep him here, because if he gets too greedy with it and he starts pushing the issue too much, and they're like, oh, well, all the SIs are down, we're going to start moving this way, then he's like, oh, well, I now got to go back. So if he wants to keep them over here, this makes sense. Boomslang is going to now climb, and it looks like a full commit from this point. Ooh, lots of damage coming out. 3,500. Hunter Smoker overlap. It's going to be an E-Rock into the jumps, you know, regardless of smack into the corner. But we're looking at a single cap onto Adam, and that will be that. Definitely not the situation you want to be in when you are the tank 82% of the way through the chapter, and you've got 3 people green, very green at that, plenty of pills, plenty of ways to boost this in-cap player back up, and NA's Last Hope is bulldozing through chapter 2.
Yeah, that is a dominant tank play. Again, I wasn't a big fan of the tank staying up there. I think he should have went to high ground. He could have jumped. He got stuck on the invisible clip on the fence, because the fence is a little lower there, so you have to make an extra jump, and he fell on the wrong side. The charger goes in, does land, Spit's gonna follow. Boom, stumble into the Spit. This is a good follow-up. This is gonna be a lot of damage. Roussel's still swimming in it, has to eat the pills, and that takes him down to 57%, and that makes a great follow-up post-tank with a hit, and they just turn off the button, so they'll be able to get their spawns up yet again. I didn't see the sack order, though, no, but that was great damage coming out there by AI-generated post-tank.
This is exactly what we saw on chapter 1. Don't get me wrong, that is a strong place to hit, what we just saw. It is, but it just feels like, oh man, NA's Last Hope, so close to getting a really, really crazy amount of points. Now we've got all hell breaking loose as they're threatening to get quadded. They won't, but the DB is disappearing in front of our eyes. With kind of an off-tempo hit here, right? You're typically not going to be hitting just moments away from the bus terminal opening, but that's exactly what they did, and it had the perfect result. In fact, it looks like they're going to have plenty of time to set up for this final alleyway hit as well.
This is it. It's a 2-2. Of course, that's what you get following a quad, but they can get more damage. They got it down to 506, 481 because they do decide to pop the pills just to play it safe, to be fast. I don't know what they can get maximum out of here. I think they're hoping to get it down to about 350 is the best they can hope for. Let's see where they choose to send this trap. As Traps is in the lead with the shotgun. Here they go, Jockey lands. Oh, the Hunter does too. A beautiful spit and a stumble in the spit. That is about the best you could have asked for, and they've got a common lock in the back. I said 350 would have been the best. I think that is pretty darn good. They got to take what they get, but they're going to be down a couple hundred going into Chapter 3 now. But good thing for them is the next two chapters are worth quite a bit of points, so opportunity will be able to be given to them. The question is, what can they do with it?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. They are pretty deep in the hole here. Over 700 points down at this point. But, I mean, they were about to get absolutely eviscerated on this Chapter 2 by the Survivor side of NA's Last Hope. In the end, I think NA's Last Hope made it in with like 30% of the bonus, around that. I mean, the way it was looking after the tank, oh man, it was going to be a lot more than that. So this was still a great recovery from AI generated. The question is it enough? Because they are going to have to outplay one of the best teams in the NA region, if not like the best team left in the NA region. So this is going to be tough for them, but they do buy themselves another opportunity in this match.
They definitely do. Okay. We cut off 40% of the tank spawn now. Now that we got done with the 80s, we're going to go down to the 40s. So this one's a little bit more reasonable, but I believe they have to... Ooh, no, is this close to dropping out of the house? I believe it's close. I know they have to go in, but I just don't know how far. That could be... Depending on what spawns are up there, and if they get caught trying to rush and spawn it up there, they can take some big damage from this. But... It doesn't look like this tank fight's going to consist of a hittable due to where it's spawning at. So I highly doubt we'll see wipes from either side, barring a crazy tri-cap with it. As the attack goes in with a 2-boom, Charger misses. Not much damage going out there, but just stating the facts the way that it is, if the Charger dies off at the end, then it's not going to be a good spawn rotation. The Charger did die off at the end.
Hey, that is exactly what happened. Wasn't the strongest of hits either. Did get a little bit of damage here and there, but nothing too major. Katani gonna have his work cut out for him here if they can't get the ball rolling. 3-1 with the spit. Gonna send it fast. We'll see if this works out for AI generated. They will get the hunt spit. That is gonna be it. And not looking at the strongest damage per hit from the SIs currently, as the tank will be coming in here soon, MK.
Quite sure. I'm really curious how far they got to go in, because the spawns will be up, and if they have a spitter with his charge, it'll be big. They do not, but they have a lot of separation with the boomer. So I think if you're going to go with a tri-cap boom, this is exactly what you want. But I think they're going. Charger lands at the front. Can the jockey cover him? Oh, what a clear by Adam. Adam just got boomed on. Said, don't matter. I'm going to clear that. And saves a lot of damage, but still, no, that was a lot of damage coming out there for that 3-1 without a spin.
Yes, AI generated is going to finally push the damage through. Over 10% there. No one bleeding out during this tank, which is important, because if you are able to push someone to that point, it's going to make this tank a lot better with the attrition playstyle that so often comes into play with the rocks, trying to keep frustration. Of course, it is difficult to get to that point. Even if you are slow from those initial 2 hits, you might just limp your way to this point. But look at Katani here, MK. He is just going to run it in. Hunter smoker charger, gets a smack, hitting the charge out of the way. Well, he doesn't hit the charge, but gets the player right out of the way. Smoke pull, keeping him in the corner. And I mean, the tank damage is lacking a little bit. Katani is even decommitting here with 350 HP. Been able to get a double in cap, which honestly is quite successful in my opinion, given the scenario that we started with. Katani still on 300 HP, trying to get a curve rock through the door.
Ooh.
Jockey comes in with the stumble. Rock attempt. One boom. That should be it. They're finally going to finish off Katani. That'll be that. I mean, honestly, I thought it was a good tank.
Yeah, it was a great tank. The tank managed to get 2 in caps, and they had 3 SI with 2 survivors up, and they were not able to figure it out. The tank had to retreat. Didn't think he had the right path to the high ground, but still, they take him down to 50% bonus. I do think that was a very good tank by Katani, but they're gonna go forward. Spitter is at the bottom. Okay, this is interesting. Remember, there's iframes down here, so you're not gonna take damage when you first drop. So I'm puzzled at what this is. As the Spitter retreats.
Does this ever seem like a good idea?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It lands a spin? I mean, the damage is out. Hey. It's the DB. They got damage.
Yeah, I mean, 50% down to 40, so it's 10% from that. It's a great
It's
value.
10%.
But I think the thing that I do like about it is that they'll have spawns up before they get to the top of the ladder, but they will not have a spitter. So I think the attack should be on the bottom now. What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't think that. I don't think that. No.
Yeah, they're gonna go well on the ladder. At least they're still going to try to make it work. It is 3 versus 2, but the Charger gets a late spawn. Everything else gets shut down in front of our eyes, and NA's Last Hope blows up that one. Still got a little over 1,000 points. Ready to keep it pushing.
Yeah, they drop. 448 bonus remains with about 15% of the map remaining, so I think this is going to probably be the last chance for damage unless they slow 2 survivors because they have pills. So, let's see what they can make of it. Tri-cap without the charge, accompanied by the spitter. So they need to hit 2 people to get them slow. Let's see what they can get value. Here goes the smoker pull. Oh, the smoker was just a little late. Hunter gets blasted. Jockey gets M2'd by admin. The pull, Adam. Adam runs through the spit. Smoker gets a little bit of damage. Just chunk change. And they find an extra set of pills, but they have to eat them. So 450 is the bonus. And I think that's what they'll walk in with. I don't know if they'll get a normal hit. They just might have to set it in as fast as they can.
Safe house ahead.
Charge. Hunter, Jockey, they get something. They get some scraps. They get a smack. Double boom, but not ready to capitalize on the stumbles. Hunter does land, but still going to be over 1,000 in his Last Hope. This is still possible for AI generated. Again, we're looking at 32% of the bonus. If they can easily get at least a couple hundred, like if they get 13, not easily get 1,300 points, but if they were able to get 1,300 points, outplay the tank.
But here we go with the attack. Charger, Smoker, Boomer, Hunter. Hunter is on top of the bridge. Charger goes in. Boomer lands on 3. And there's a smoker pull up. I think they might clear pretty quickly. It's still good damage though now coming out there.
Definitely gonna be some good damage. Obviously AI generated is trying to avoid taking damage. Not happening so far.
Oh, not at all.
Not succeeding at that currently.
Looks like they're gonna try to push this. There's a lot of commons chasing. Hunter chasing from the back. Jockey comes in here.
Oh, with a tri-cap, with the Jockey carrying him away. That's rough for AI generated. Man, it's gonna be a lot of damage.
All right, they're going forward.
We have guns here.
That was really close to a tri-cap. They cleared it at the last second. Boomer comes through, grabs one. Hunter and Smoker is up. Spitter. They have to go forward now. They got to do the job.
Reloading.
At least, you know, no one having to pop pills. Hunter will land in the spit. Smoker going for a little scratch. Not going to find it. Charge stranded. Was hoping to follow up in that. Not going to be able to do so. But he will just spawn in anyways. Okay. Lands. You know. It would just land in long charges.
I mean, it was a triple, right?
It was a triple.
Yeah, he got
So
it.
there weren't that many guns aimed at him.
Heads up.
Hunter's got Rochelle.
Jockey does land. All right, the traps are gonna have to position to higher ground.
Okay, shoot the shit out of that thing.
They tried to bait the run back here now, but it didn't really work out for them. Traps was on top of it, so NI Generated is gonna take it here. And look at all of their health. They might have to all pop their pills if they don't want to be 3 punches. And he is in. Hunter is coming from the back. He gets him as early. Okay, he'll take a rock on that. Go corner. There's the second punch after the first punch after the rock. There's the in cap. Charger rockets in. He's down to 1,000. Pull into a punch. Second in cap goes out. Charger lands. Only one survivor up, but the Smoker is not there. Oh, and he gets in capped. And now it is only Ellis.
He doesn't have ammo.
Oh, man.
Oh, you're right, he doesn't. Boomslang has 0-0. Oh no.
Gentlemen, I need
Come
some
on.
A scimitar and a dream here.
Zombies to kill and shit.
And this looks like it's
Look at you laying there.
not looking good for AI Generated here at all. No. Oh, and the Boomer. Rock coming in.
Stuff sucks.
Ellis running off because he wants ammo. And he gets himself almost self-cornered. Can he kill him with the pistol? Oh, he gets him!
reloading here.
So he wins the 1v1 with the tank
Nice.
with the pistols. So Boomslang
Swashbuckler.
Boomslang gets it done. He says, I don't need my bullets, I just need a pistol. And go and kills the tank by himself. And that was funny.
That's great. We got AI generated. They're going to try to make their way through this chapter. Obviously, still got a lot of distance points on the board. Still got some bonus. They need to make fast pace, though, because as you can see, they are all bleeding out. We got a jockey charger and a boom. Still waiting for host. He's going to have a hunter. No smoke. No shenanigans. Maybe some shenanigans. I guess we'll have to see.
I mean, they're going to have to
I'm reloading.
make this safe room now for a chance to mount a comeback.
It's not the sewer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do the value of what they're going to be down like, what, 1,100 if they make safe room with no bonus? Maybe a little less? Or a little more, I mean? I need a flashlight on my spectator cam in that. You know, no. I think we definitely do. Nice
Yeah.
jockey, though, with the Hunter finds the target down behind. And now the Comets come to clutter up the top of the hole. I mean, they took it all right. They survived. They lost a lot of their health bonus. It's gone, but it's all damage bonus now. But they can still put up more points. It's just, will they be able to get there due to being slow?
Climb the ladder.
Smoker
Okay.
Look at the smoker spawn. I like that. I don't know if I've seen that spawn over there before. Though.
Reloading.
Nice little jock as well.
Reloading.
AI generated. They survived the hit.
Pick me up.
They continue to get distance. A good bit of distance after the tank. But they're limping. This gives NA's Last Hope so many opportunities to hit. They have to sit here, bleed out while they clear commons. And it's a 2-2, but there is a charger and a hunter. Hunter lands, hunt spit, charge lands, takes boom slaying over to the wall, and down he
No
goes.
time for this now. We have to keep moving.
Bullets for this one.
And that will exhaust almost all of the DB now. I mean, they have a little bit on there, the 1.5, 6%, but I don't think they're going to allow him to have that now. So, the crawl continues. There is one set of pills. Nobody's black and white, so I guess there's still a chance they could snag that, but they have to take this hit, and it's a tri-cap with the spit. This is the same hit the other team had at this exact same spot. The jockey is up, the hunter finds the target, the spitter goes out, misses, but there is a pull in the back that does get a in cap. And that's 2 survivors down, 2 survivors black and white,
If you don't get yourself
You're gonna want to make peace.
and
my man.
9% of the map left to navigate.
And you ain't
You do
getting
have a
back
heart.
up.
Still got about 75 points that they can get from distance.
Reloading.
But down, yeah. If they get all of this distance, they're still going to be down about 1,200.
Yeah.
They do not have a very wide berth. We
Reloading.
can say that much. See what can happen here. As the hit comes in, overhead, dropping in. Hits one ink cap.
Got him.
AI Generated does honestly a great job of diffusing the situation. They do get one player in cap, but it's not too surprising.
Hey, I'm reloading.
And they are creeping their way to the safe room.
Reloading. Reloading.
It looks like the distance game will happen for them, so they managed to trudge through this, make it to the safe room area. A last few spawns coming in, only 8 more points to be had. Smoker gets killed. Hunter comes in. Hunter gets blasted out of the sky, just leaving the support infected to try to see what they can do. Boomer ain't gonna do anything here but die. He's just trolling. He's never even gonna move from there.
Not gonna make it.
And there they go, they make it with 1,435. But 2596 remains on the other team, and that's almost a 1,200 point delta.
Yeah. It does always hurt to get 19 friendly fire at the end of a chapter as well. That is my twin right there.
Hmm?
And we will be going to quarter.
And let's see what time do we got. Right after this, we are going to go over to the Copa Peru Grand Finals between Dynasty and Hakori, best of 3. They haven't done anything yet over there. I don't think the map ban has begun yet, or nothing, but
Good.
I know they're in
Good.
chat talking about it, so. Yeah, I don't see anything in the spectator chat, so it looks like we're still good at the moment. I think they're probably going to wait for this to be over, because Mando's in here. I mean, not Mando,
Good.
Montex.
Montex. Yep.
All right.
This guy is hilarious. We'll just ignore him. Can we ban Parish finale? I have PTSD from it. You know, I can't disagree though. No, if you played early Left 4 Dead, Parish finale
Oh,
started
yeah.
your life.
Oh, yeah.
Being in the lead so much and it all goes downhill, just like that.
Punk ass hunter around.
Saw teams be up 600 in the finale before bonus and die at the hole and lose.
That's it. That's pretty much it. Got a pretty meek 2-2. a very awkward Hunter landing, and down he goes, gets wedged between the tree. We'll get a little 2-boom. That's going to be about it. Smoker, they are grouped up. Not going to get caught out by a random Smoker tongue.
Heads up.
Not much though.
Reloading.
Just a little dink here and there. I think the
Yeah.
one benefit from this tank spawn though, now is they're gonna have to go inside of the building and run back. So they should give the infected opportunity to hit on the way back, but I don't think the tank will be able to get close enough. But he should be able to smack a car or two if we're successful. But Smoker goes in, Charger melted. My goodness. That quad was thwarted so fast. Charger deleted, Hunter skeeted, and the jockey and Smoker cleaned up at the end.
Hey, watch out.
And couldn't have dealt with a quad any better than that.
Reloading.
Yeah, it was pretty overzealous. Doesn't end up working out. I do like the idea of catching them off guard, but sacrificing some potential spawns for that. We are going to have a 2-2 Smoker Charger. This could still be a good alleyway hit, but of course the thing is, we are going to be bringing in the tank in about 10%. Oh my god, look at that charge, and he is going to land that one. Nasty charge. Boom trying to get the stumble in there, but they will maintain awareness. No one stumbles traps while he's in that boom. He's able to get out of it, but it's still a huge hit, MK. They're down to 80%.
Yeah, that was big damage, but this will be what could be the last tank of the game, and the spitter blocking is huge. But unfortunately, no, I don't think he's going to be able to do it a second time. So this will be one spit block. Tanks in tow. Survivors running. Spawns are up. And they're not ready to delay this. Hunter and Jockey not in position. And, you know, they could have delayed that if the 2SI got that to let the spit go again there and all. But it just wasn't quite in sync.
Okay.
Tank took too long.
See what
anyways.
Truth can do. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Gonna look at the dumpsters. But
Let
of
him
course,
inside.
they are up here in the pool hall. They are up there inside playing some pool, relaxing. Plenty of things to jump on. Run around.
I must admit though, no, I think the tank did a huge misplay on just allowing them to walk in. Didn't even try to do anything. Didn't even try to get the dumpster up top. It looks like he's going to commit from the top, and I don't know, no, I would like to see them try to split them when on the commit path when they went up top. I don't know how you feel.
Fear can be a very dangerous thing, MK. It truly can. In comes the tanks, early smoke pool. He's going to be able to just walk up to Nick, though, and start hitting him. Into the corner he goes. He does manage to pop the pills just in time to get scratched by the jockey. Actually, he did not pop those pills. Fortunately for host, Rowe is running away, and this might be a pool hall tank gone wrong, but it does feel like they're going to be able to defuse the situation. How much DB is going to be lost? So as Traps continues to get hit, and he does get finished off there as well. Actually, going to end up still being some huge damage on that
Let
one.
me help you up.
Yeah, not bad. 2 in caps coming out here, but beautiful job by Traps there, giving the tank the juke. He 1v1 the Smoker and ignored the tank, got it, jumped down, got out of the way from harm. Eventually, did get cornered on the way down, but they're going to stack into a quad? Nope, they're going to run the spitter back and try to get another hit on the transition outside the top floor, I would think.
I am not gonna die.
Yeah, there's
I got
nothing
a
here in the
plan.
alley. Nothing with a
Let's
Smoker and
kill
spit.
all the zombies.
It would have been a waste.
Sound good?
But you know what can be valuable tools, especially the smoke, right here.
Bill's here.
At this drop, they got a charger as well. They got a jockey as well. Max separation, spit, just to make their lives hell as well as they try to transition down below. And even when a team is getting the beat down, they can still find a way to make huge things happen at this very spot. Important breakpoint here for AI generated. We'll see if they can catch anything. Rowe drops down. They immediately commit as 3. Charge lands. It is cleared. Jockey hopping around. Finds Rowe. Wins a 1v1. Drops her into the death spit. The Smoker is good too. This is a ridiculous hit out of AI generated. They find everything that they needed and more. Obviously, the only thing that they're lacking is a survivor who's dead up top.
Yeah, they pick up traps. Oh, smoker separation on the coat. Good clear. I would have liked to see them go into the stairs here. There's no spitter, but maybe again, then they couldn't go quickly, so I take it back now. If there is no threat, if you go under the stairs without a spitter there, you pretty much take no damage. But they're going to send everything here. Charger does land on black and white traps with a slam. Hunter lands, cleared slowly. Boomer's trying to get a proxy, and he does finally. And now this should allow all the survivors to cross, because there's only a spitter in tow. And Nick, yep, he makes it, and they're across. No, I think that might almost secure the win for them, barring some kind of catastrophe. And the finale being called, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah, this has not been the strongest chapter for NA's Last Hope, but they've set this game up so far where they didn't need this to be their best chapter. They just needed to not toss the game away, and they have not done so. They did not get wiped to the tank. They managed to get 500 distance already, a potential 200 more on the table, and looking quite likely, except for traps, but he does continue to get fed pills. Host, you know, not doing great, but still, he's got an extra health state to deal with. We've got a 3-1, Smoker, Hunter, Charger, and a Spit ready to go. Traps pushed up forward. Doesn't look like he's going to get caught out. It's just a Smoker standing in that doorway. Nothing else. Eventually the hit comes in. Charger goes top over, overlapping with the Hunter and getting absolutely annihilated in the meantime. Double incap does come out, but the hit is done. CI is getting cleared up as NA's Last Hope continues to pick it up and keep it moving through this chapter.
210 bonus remains. I mean, I think Traps ate how many sets of pills? I think 3?
Probably all of them.
Yeah, maybe
but
more.
most of them.
Yeah, but it keeps him alive. Host is now the one in danger of dying. And this could be the last coordinated hit with opportunity, but they all come from the same area, from the back. And the Hunter is the only one able to find the target. So it looks like 200 bonus it's going to be. And that is a great 4-chapter score coming out from NA's finest. And it's going to be about, what, almost 3,500. A little bit shy.
Yeah.
Or will it be? Could be wrong.
Could be.
Get inside!
I hear you. I'm moving.
All right.
And they.
Smoke tongue. That is that. You can see just how quickly the Chargers constantly die from out of NA's Last Hope. They are really quick on the Charger clears. A lot of the damage that's come out to them has just been when they've been caught out, and it's been big chunks to their bonus. But as far as these individual hits, the Chargers are really, really struggling, and so are the hits in general. So it will be 3,500 even for NA's Last Hope after 4 chapters, eyeing down a 200 point or 2,000 point plus lead. Of course, we have to wait for AI generated to play it out, but they certainly need some points here on chapter 4.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. Look at 3,500, and let's see what's most that can be had here. 2240. So, I mean, mathematically, it's still possible.
Yep. Hunt smoke. Smoke hunt, rather, into the Spit. I love it.
And now it might not
Guaranteeing.
be possible. That's how close it was.
Yeah. That's exactly what NA's Last Hope needs to do. I love the double team of the Smoke and the Hunter to guarantee the Hunt Spit. Value-wise, it's not super high value, but consistency-wise, it is very good at guaranteeing the damage with a 2-2. And they get rewarded not just with damage, but also with a massive 3-1 Spit right where they need to send it. Charge will miss, but Hunt will connect in. Look at them. He does manage to find a safety corner, but otherwise that could have been tragic. Damage, not quite 5% per hit, but again, NA's Last Hope is definitely accomplishing what they need to.
Yeah, and this is the pool room taken from AI generated, but they don't have to worry about it. Nothing's going to happen here, but they want to take this pool room later on in the map for sure. As the smoker just goes in and kills himself. That was host. And that gives us the... it would seem that they're going to hold all this SI for the run back if they're just going to sack the smoker, or maybe they'll hope for host to be a spitter, so the spitter can mortar spit on their run back. Just saying, not a bad idea.
It is an option. Yep.
And it's a chart. It's a hunter.
Which way?
All right.
Think I heard a boomer.
Boom. Finds one. Still has the potential to proxy. After the Jockey and the Charge come in, Charger kind of missing though. Jockey's still great for damage. Really great for damage. Finally getting cleared. And look at how close this tank is. Oh. Uh-oh.
I don't think they know he's in there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they do. They know he's in there now, nah. Yeah, you can't go in there with him up there like that. Unless you got a death wish, no. What do you think, no? Do you think he's gonna go for the top and try to make a play on this car? And the survivors can push? Oh, it'd be such a ballsy move.
It would be crazy. I feel like Host is happy here. Take it away, MK.
He goes in. Okay, one survivor completely is not even involved in shooting the tank right now. I have no idea what Coach is doing. There is a pull onto Coach. Charger lands onto Coach. The tank punches Coach. Oh, he incaps Coach with the car. And that is going to be a wipe. And the GGs come out. And that is going to be NA's Finest getting the victory over AI generated. 3,500, 1,736. GG.